7 years ago, Uber changed the taxi trade forever. Passengers deal directly with drivers. Prices change depending on demand. But problems have emerged, and Leeds Council's deputy leader has told Look North the law must change to protect passengers. There's been an influx of cars from outside the city, often from areas with more relaxed safety rules. This is worrying Leeds Council and Uber drivers themselves, who held a protest today, as Kathy Kinnock reports.
Around 50 Uber drivers gathered outside their manager's office in Burley, trying to convey just how concerned they are about other Uber drivers from outside Leeds coming into the city looking for trade. They estimate around 1,000 extra drivers are regularly coming into Leeds, a practice known as cross-border working. Their cars have different logos and licence plates. This one's from Bradford, for example. One driver, who wished to remain anonymous for fear of losing his job, explained why he objects to the other drivers coming into Leeds.
Our earnings over the last 3 weeks is averaging between £3.50 to £4.50 an hour. This isn't even minimum or living wage, and the influx of the drivers, what we believe is working in Leeds from out of area, is affecting our livelihoods.
Why should passengers be worried about this? They might be thinking, oh, well, prices are going to come down and there's always going to be an Uber for me to hire.
Leeds City Council have strict regulations on safeguarding of the public of Leeds, and these out-of-area cars are not abiding by the safeguarding procedures of Leeds City Council.
As current legislation allows cross-border working, some drivers are now looking to politicians to change the law.
We can't guarantee the safety of passengers travelling in vehicles that aren't licensed to Leeds City Council. That's a situation created by the National Government's deregulation of the private hire industry, and that's something that must change. My advice to anybody wanting to catch a private hire vehicle in Leeds is to check that that vehicle is licensed to Leeds City Council.
Meanwhile, Uber has defended its operation, saying every driver who uses our app in the UK has been licensed by a local council, which includes going through an enhanced DBS background check. That's criminal record checks. They also say, while the law allows licensed private hire drivers to drive anywhere in England and Wales, we recently made a change, which means that drivers can only use our app within the region they're licensed in. For us, that means Yorkshire, rather than individual cities.
The arrival of Uber has destabilised the taxi trade, not just here in Leeds, but across the country. And finding a solution which retains the best parts of app-based taxis, but also protects trade and passengers, will not be easy. Kathy Kinnock, BBC Look North, Leeds. Well, the Independent Workers' Union represents people who work in the so-called gig economy, such as Uber drivers. Their spokesman, James Farrer, joins me now. Mr. Farrer, is this a problem unique to Leeds, or are there other councils who are worried that neighbouring areas aren't as strict about safety as they are?
No, it's a problem everywhere Uber is in the United Kingdom and across the world. It's a problem with the business model. The business model it's a network business, and a network business requires oversupply, because what customers are demanding, what Uber's competing on, is instant response. And so that means the market is always oversupplied, and drivers are earning very little. So drivers are earning £5 an hour or less, and then they have to work 80, 90 hours a week in order to make enough to get by. So it's a very cruel business model, but it's problematic everywhere. But I will say that I think in some respects Leeds City Council hasn't made things easy for itself. You know, we've tried to work with Leeds City Council and Mary Harlan's team at the licensing team for the last couple of years, and it's been very difficult, to be polite. So one of the things that Leeds does is it mandates that drivers can only work for one operator at a time. Now, if you've got drivers that are denied their worker rights and then they're trapped in with one operator, whether it's Uber or another one, that leaves them in a very vulnerable position.
Now, Mr. Farrer, Leeds Council says that they can't guarantee passenger safety under the current system. Do you think passenger safety is potentially at risk?
Well, I do accept that Leeds is the City Council is in a difficult position because it has outside drivers coming in, but those drivers are coming in because of the oversupply in the market. But there is a solution. Last month, New York City Council tackled this problem after 6 drivers had committed suicide there. And they've done 2 things. They've capped the market, but they've also guaranteed minimum wage. But before they did that, they looked at the market and they did an independent study and found that 85% of drivers were earning below the minimum wage. And and that there was only 58% utilization, so 42% of idle capacity in the market, and that's hugely wasteful, and that's why drivers are earning so little and why the streets are so congested. But the problem with politicians is that they want the cake and eat it. They want cheap travel, but they want to crack down on Uber as well.
Mr. Farrell, thank you. We'll have to leave it there, I'm afraid.
Thank you.
In other news.